You as a PVP, do you have a PVP that is responsible
Yes,
for you?
I do. I feel like I want to switch roles with everybody. I feel like, no, like people
Just
are
going
really...
around 365 days. We get to hear this thing, right? When they'll say, okay, at companies, fill a survey. This is anonymous. Nobody's watching, and employees will be like, anonymous. Hey, God.
Building great things like we do at Moniepoint actually takes time. Like, you don't rush greatness, guys.
Clock it.
We're here to talk about empathy, right? We are all empaths, or we are all being asked to be empaths, right? While we're working here at Moniepoint. So for you, when it comes to building a product like Target Savings, how do you put yourself in other people's shoes?
There's something I usually tell my team, as product manager or product team. I always try to explain to them that we're not building for ourselves. We're building for actual people with actual problems. So what that means is, again, I have to understand what exactly are the problem that my users are trying to solve, right? Trying to understand, okay, what are their goals. Basically, we want to be more of like a savings companion for our customers, because they have different dreams, they have like different goals or aspirations, right? We're telling you that all of these things are possible if you just like save the right way. And this is us also trying to build the product in such a way that blends into the way they already act, their everyday, day-to-day like experiences. For instance, if you create a target savings plan, right, you get to choose how you want to save. It's just trying to understand the different savings habits of our users and ensuring that we have the right tool to support their experience. For instance, we also know that life also happens. Emergencies might happen, like an hospital emergency might happen, and our users might be forced to, want to break their plan. And at the end of the day, even though they are breaking their plan for an immediate, need, they still have that end goal in mind. And maybe they don't even need the entire money. So because of that, we designed like a feature where within the Target Savings app, instead of you breaking your plan, losing your interest, losing your progress and everything, we tell you that you have like a one-time access to your money. You can get up to 50%. When you're in the mindset of emergency, you might not be thinking of that product, that feature in terms of partial withdrawal. When they're trying to break, because what's in their head is I want to break. The moment you're trying to break, we're telling you, hey, do you need cash? Why break?
Do you need some money?
Do you need cash? That's the exact word we use. Do you need cash? And they're like, yeah, I need cash. Oh, yeah, go and do partial withdrawal.
So rather than them actually breaking the entire plan, losing the interest, we just tell you like, okay, we understand.
Right? You need cash, right?
Yeah. All right. So for me, I think it's something that you said. So how I put myself in other people's shoes is that I have to realize that everyone at Moniepoint, these are real people solving real problems, right? Even me too, I'm also an employee, right? So if someone comes to me with a need, I mean, I already mentioned like somebody maybe feeling ill or somebody having like an upskill need, right? I have to put myself in their shoe and try to see things from their own vantage point. It might not necessarily be like emergency. It could also be like, oh, maybe I need new glasses because we are always on our
Or their mental health.
Or mental health, right? So I redirect them to people power where they have that confidentiality. Like if they don't want to come to me and say, okay, hey Chiazagom, I'm actually dealing with some mental stuff, we have like a virtual assist bot actually called People Power, where you can just go and request that, hey, I need to talk to someone, right? So it gives you that confidentiality, and then our people are going to set you up like with HMO or with a specialist to talk to you about whatever it is that you want to talk.
So it's really interesting to hear about that People Power, because we get to hear this thing, right? When they'll say, okay, at companies, fill a survey. This is anonymous. Nobody's watching, and employees will be like, anonymous. Hey, God. The moment you feel it, someone will just come to your doorstep and say, why did you say like this? So you guys like creating that access to people to be able to like speak up, if they can't like reach out to you personally, I think is really a good one. So actually I have a question. You as a PVP, do you have a PVP that is responsible for you?
Yes, I do.
Actually, because you're a human too, you matter.
Exactly. So that's I mean, that's also one of the aspects of empathy, right? Because everybody talks about, we are also real people. We are not bots, right? So we also need people to manage us. Like we also need someone to say, okay, hey, I'm just checking in with you. Are you okay? Are you good? And all of that.
Yeah.
But we also have our PVP as well.
Are there like people within the company or outside your team that you think if you're like given the opportunity to switch roles with, that you would love to switch role or become like for a day?
Gosh, like I feel like I want to switch roles with everybody. I feel like people
just
are
going around 365 days. Day one, Bridget. Day two, Chidima.
No, I really mean that. Like, we do a lot of cool stuff. One thing I'm very passionate about is like visual storytelling. So I think maybe for a day, I'd like to know what it feels like to be on the brand and comms team, right? To see how well they tell our story, like the Moniepoint story, and then how well they interface with our customers. So for you, what team would you like to be a part of?
I would
The
say,
PvP team.
what's going on with this PvP now? Power people. I would say the customer support people, right? Because they are the guys that, while of course I do some bit of interfacing, especially when I'm trying to like design like a new product or a feature, just to see how they use it, because we don't just build for building sake. We always test to see how this product is actually solving a particular problem, or how our users are, if they're receptive to it. But beyond that, you know, the customer support guys are the ones that interface with them day in, day out. They're the ones that first of all get like first contact with their customers, if they're having issues or if they're like any friction
They
points.
literally have the real data.
The
like,
real data, basically, right?
I don't want to even imagine the number of like inquiries they get in a day. And that's why I'm always
see my money.
I'm like always happy for them. I'm always also very happy for them when they have like the customer like support week, because you can tell like they are literally they need any form of escape they can get, because they are always working so hard. So shout out to you guys.
What's one thing you wish other people to empathize with you for? I know there are a lot of things, so just one.
I was like, where do I start from?
I know.
But I think one thing, not just, I mean, it affects me, but I think my team as well, the people team as well, is that I wish people could also understand that we're also real people solving real problems. We are not bots, actually. And because we have to get into every intrinsic detail about whatever it is that we're trying to solve for you, those things take time. Those things have processes, right? But for you, right? So how would you?
I would just pick one, which like the main one. I think I'm speaking for like all product managers within Moniepoint outside, which is building stuff takes time. We understand that you want this stuff to be done now, even not just from the standpoint from the company, even users, why is this thing not fixed and stuff like that, right? There's something we call regression testing, right? Where we test like every single thing that was there before we added that new thing. That is it working as it's supposed to, right? Before we push it out there. So yes, it might be just maybe changing the color, but it's not just changing the color.
You have to go and check if that color change will affect something back end.
Yeah, there's like a lot of things. So if you can just be patient.
So in summary, building great things like we do at Moniepoint actually takes time. Like you don't rush greatness, guys.
Clock it.